Hey everyone, it's Gina from orchidandopal.com, and today I am back to share the curated bead box for December 2022 with you all, which you can see has the theme called Crystal Moon. Looks like some shades of purple and some neutrals to go along with those. In this box, you'll find typically an assortment of round glass beads in all different colors. They come in a monthly theme that changes from one box to the next, and they also come with a finding starter pack in each box. So it makes this one of those boxes that I recommend, especially for those who are newer beaders, or if you know you just like to do more basic stringing projects with round glass beads for the most part. And the other reason I recommend it, especially for those circumstances, is because it's on the lower end cost-wise at $20 per month with shipping included if you're in the US. And I also have a coupon code which takes 35% off your very first box. That code is OOJ35%, and I will leave that as well as the link to the subscription right down below the video so you can find out all the details that you need to know. But basically that coupon code brings it down to just $13 shipped. So if you've been wanting to try it out, that would make it a really low cost option. So let's go ahead and get into this box. We have a sneak preview from the picture that we see on the cover, and also you can see everything is listed along with those SKU numbers off to the side. Those you can use to shop for more of these strands and items at their sister site, which is dollarbead.com. So you can find all these items and more, plus lots more color varieties on their site just by using those numbers to search. So let's go ahead and open this up. And we have some beautiful shades of purple, like amethyst, and also I'm seeing some whites and grays. We'll go through the strands first, and I'll give you a close-up look at everything one at a time. Alright, so every month we get a selection of different sizes of strands in different styles and colors. And if you stay tuned to the end of the video, I'll show you something that I made from last month's curated bead box. But our first strand for this month is one containing the 12mm plum jade style glass beads. This is an 8-inch long string, and you can see these have a pretty deep plum purple color with that slightly more clouded but still transparent glass, which are meant to imitate the jade stone beads that we sometimes see. And these are going to be one of the largest beads that we get in this month's selection. Up next, bringing in this neutral, deep, smoky dark topaz or brownish color. This is called the Brown Spray Glass Bead Strand, 6 inches, and these are in a 10mm size. As you can see, all the beads have slight variations where they have that lighter colored spray effect that pops up in different areas of the beads on top of that brown glass. In strand number 3, we have the 10mm pink/gray duo style glass beads, another 6-inch long strand. These kind of imitate the look of gemstones as well because they've got that texture inside that shows up, as well as that sort of marbled or veining detail that shows up with some of that darker, almost black color and some of that deep dark pink. Overall, they have a mauve appearance, with all the beads being slightly different. Next is a 16-inch strand of what they're calling the 8mm Dalmatian Jasper style glass beads. Overall, they have a marble look to them with that mainly white appearance and that little bit of gray that creates that mottled effect, giving each bead a little bit of variety, and this providing also another great cooler neutral tone to add to this palette. And here is another strand full of the 8mm drizzled light copper glass beads. This is 10.5 inches long, and it has a slight sheen or metallic appearance with a little bit of a drizzled effect that's kind of subtle. And this color really goes well with the tones of purple that we see, and it also has that copper cast to it, which blends the line between the purples and the browns. Getting even smaller still, we have the 6mm drizzled charcoal glass beads on a 10.5 inch string. So these are smaller than the ones we just took a look at, but have that similar slight sheen to them and that drizzled appearance. You can see some of that silvery drizzle over top of that deep charcoal gray. And we follow that up with another drizzled variety, this time in the copper glass, another 10.5-inch strand of these 6mm beads, and this strand containing the same style, just in a much darker brownish tone overall with a hint of copper sheen, especially in those drizzled areas. Next, this one kind of brings everything together a little bit. They're called the brown spot marble style glass beads, another 10.5-inch strand with the 6mm size rounds. And this one combining the deep dark brown shade that makes up the majority of the bead with some of those lighter neutrals and a little bit of that light grayish tone that would go really well with the purple. And our last purple strand is the one containing the 4mm plum jade style glass beads, and this is a 15-inch long strand, so a lot here to work with, which is pretty much the story with what you get in the curated bead box. You're not looking for the top tier quality of beads, you're looking for more quantity to play with, but still glass beads nonetheless, and you get a variety of different colors and sizes to work with over time. And I usually say it's great for kids too. If you have any kids that want to get involved with the beading, it's a great way to start, especially with the finding starter pack that you get and a lot of these round glass shapes. And on occasion, we do get some stone varieties. We do have 2 strands of stone beads in this month's selection. First up, here is the 12mm beige jasper gemstone strand, 7 to 8 inches long. And these are indeed stone. They have a sandy colored appearance with a little bit of a caramel veining detail running through some of these stones. And for the price point, I think it's really nice that we do get some stone material included with the glass. And last up for our strands, this is the other stone material, the 6mm black onyx beads on a 7 to 8 inch string. So just basic black for the most part, but cold to the touch, definitely that stone material, and a very versatile item that could go with almost anything. And then in addition to our strands, we typically get some bead mixes or some other metallic components, pendants, different things from month to month. And first for this selection, we see that there is a bag containing the 24 by 34mm faceted crystal gold metal pendant. Gonna hold that up this way so you can see how the light passes through those crystal beads. It's actually really cute, and it's got the crystals with the pointed ends on both sides and that light tone of gold with a loop already attached there at the top. And then we have a bag containing the 16 by 8mm color faceted rondelle glass links. There's 5 pieces with the gold accents. These are really sweet with the addition of the wire wrapping already in place and the little daisy spacers, bringing in some other little pops of color there in these crystal rondelle beads that are nice and sparkly. And last, we have a bag containing the 16mm circle gold metallic bead frames, and there's 4 pieces inside. So here they are, and you can see that they have a hole located on both sides, so you could basically use these as a frame for a smaller bead, placing that inside of this ring and then stringing them all together, adding in a metallic accent. Slightly wavy and has some texture to it, and has a decent thickness. And then finally, this is that findings starter pack that you're going to find in each one of these boxes, usually the color rotating between silver and gold tones, but that contain a lot of the things that you need to get started, especially if you're newer and you don't already have a lot of materials in your stash. And we start out with our stringing material. As usual, we have several coils of memory wire, followed up with some bead stringing wire in the gold tone, and then a bag containing some elastic stretch cord. And then our remaining 5 bags include the gold tone lobster clasps, some head pins, jump rings, fishhook style ear wires, and some crimp beads. And every month you'll see the same variety of types of findings just like this. And then finally, I just wanted to share the memory wire stack bracelet that I made from the beads and memory wire that arrived last month in the different shades of this deep teal blue in the various shapes and sizes and color combinations, just like we see with this crystal moon selection in the purples and neutrals. I also have a video tutorial going a ways back. If you're curious as to how to make a memory wire bracelet, I will try to link that in the corner. But as you can see, the color selections go together really well, and even after making this sizable stack bracelet, there were still plenty of beads left over for other projects. So that's all for this month's Curated Bead Box for December 2022. I really appreciate you being here to check this box out. And most importantly, I hope it helps you to see what this subscription is all about, getting a close-up look at it to see if this is the type of subscription that's right for you. As a reminder, you can use that coupon code OOJ35% to save 35% off your first month if you'd like to try them out, and that and the link to the subscription will be right down below the video. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this month's palette or anything else you'd like to say. Go ahead and give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel while you're here if you haven't already, and also feel free to share the video wherever you like. That's all I have for now. I hope to see you all again real soon, and until next time, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and as always, happy beading!